So here you are wondering how you could have handled that situation better. You provided a service to your customer the way you always would, the way the company has for years. And every other customer that you ever served this way has been just fine with it. But not this customer. He's feeling like your employee, your product, your service, or even your process for doing something was wrong. For instance, one time we diagnosed a failed part on a customer's HVAC system. We told the wife that we have the part on the service van and it would be such and such price. She gave us approval to make the repair, so we got to work. We replaced the part and the system fired right up. So now the husband comes home from work just as we're wrapping things up, and he starts into us by saying that we're ripping him off because he knows how much the control board cost on the internet and he wants a breakdown on the parts and labor. A lot of us, including my techs, will start defending the company's price by stating it costs a lot of money to do business in California. They tell the customer that they're not only paying for the part, but that the part is right here on my van right now, and I have the expertise and know-how to safely install this part, and I have a great warranty on it because if it breaks for whatever reason, then I'm going to replace it. And they're right. That customer must not know what it takes to stay open and be there for the next time that they need us for a different reason. Or, God forbid, the part does break down the road. The customer says that he doesn't want to hear it though. Shoot, now what? What do? Go back outside and take the part out of the unit and put the old board back in? What if it was refrigerant? What are you going to do? Just take all the refrigerant back out of the system? In a day and age where online customer reviews mean a lot, we need to consider that, yes, this person is having a difficult day, but we've got to handle it in a way that the customer is in the right frame of mind by the time that you leave so that they don't leave a negative review online, or even leaves a good review for handling it the right way. Online reviews aren't the most important thing in the world, and I'll expand on that in a bit. So for now, let's diffuse the irate customer. Number one, stay calm, quiet, and listen. This is where you have to take care of the customer. Mrs. Jones calls the company and says she needs a technician out to her home. She says that we just installed a new system in the attic, but now there's water coming out from the ceiling. The tech comes out and realizes that we didn't glue one of the drain pipes together. Not good. As the technician, listen to their grievance. Listen to all of her grievance. You may have had this issue in the past and already know what needs to be done to fix it, but Ms. Jones has a story. Her story that she wants to share and get off of her chest. And don't be that person standing there endlessly repeating, I know how you feel. Oh, I know how you must feel. Don't say that more than once. You might be really saying that from a point of conscious empathy, but what you're really doing is taking the attention off of them and putting it back on you. Mrs. Jones is trying to tell you that this house has been in her family for 3 generations and it means so much to her. Instead, I'm telling her I know how she feels and tell her a story about how my house got damaged and the blah, blah, blah. That doesn't compare. She doesn't want to hear that. She wants you to listen to her problem. Maintain eye contact when you're listening to Mrs. Jones. It shows them that you're actively listening without you having to say, I'm listening. Body language and eye contact are a real gray area. Too much or too hard of an eye contact, and Miss Jones might go get Mr. Jones because she feels like you're trying to intimidate her. Too little, and she thinks that you're not taking her seriously. So you're going to have to work on getting that just right. It can take a lot of discipline to shut your mouth and let someone download their chest full of grief onto you. But in these situations, you just have to take it and eat dirt. So you got to let her tell her story, the whole story, without interrupting her. Make mental or written notes about what she's upset about. When she's done talking, you have to know exactly what has set her off. Number 2, repeat the problem back to them. It's really easy to repeat the problem back to them. And you might feel like this is a little weird because you literally just heard them tell you what their problem was. But sometimes people download so much information on you that when they're done complaining, that the focus wanders away from the original problem. Saying something like, I don't blame you for feeling that way. I'm just going to repeat this back to you so that we're on the same page. And once you've repeated the problem back to them, a lot of times you'll see their shoulders drop a little because they've successfully gotten the load off their chest and put it squarely on yours. Number 3, tell them how you're going to fix it. Apologize, take the blame, and tell Ms. Jones how you're going to fix the problem or who you're going to contact to figure out the answer. I like to empower my grown adult employees to make grown adult decisions out in the field. I like to make my employees feel like that I'm going to back their play no matter what they decide is the right thing to do. It's not out of laziness or trying to push the problem away from me because I'm always ready to jump in the fire. But people learn better when they have to work through the problem. Even going outside and calling for some advice is good practice. Maybe asking that peer or team leader how they would handle it isn't such a bad idea. What you don't want to do is challenge the complaint. Even if the customer is right about something, in the grand scheme of things, there's no need to prove it. You're there to solve a problem. You also don't want to let the conversation get off topic. Let's stay focused and solve the problem at hand in a cool, calm way. Keep in mind that we'll never make everyone happy. Some of our most loyal customers are ones that we solved a big problem for. Successfully handling irate customers is empowering. To know that you helped impact someone's life in such a positive way is huge. It's probably why you got into this field in the first place, right? You'll also gain the respect of your coworkers and leadership team. And that'll pay huge dividends when it comes time for a pay raise or promotion. Okay, so do me a favor and let me know in the comments below a situation that you had to handle for an irate customer. This is a great topic, and maybe we can learn something from you and your Jedi ways. If this is your first time watching our channel, please click subscribe down here on the bottom right. And if you click that little bell next to it, you'll be notified of all of our videos as they come out. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
You're watching Fox Family Heating and Air. Don't forget to subscribe. And check out more of our videos by clicking on the right side of the screen.